Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Manhunter. Manhunter is a robot that's an enemy of the Green Lantern Corps. This is a McFarlane Platinum Edition, and there is no regular version, just another annoying thing we have to deal with when collecting McFarlane toys. And an army builder at that. Come on now. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, 22 moving parts. McFarlane toys, ages 12 plus. DC Multiverse Manhunters, McFarlane Platinum Edition. Here he is in the package. We have collector's card, display stand, 2 alternate faces, and then some flames for under his feet for when he flies. One side of the package, Manhunters, Green Lantern Corps Adversary. Other side, Manhunters. At the bottom, there's this barcode, if that helps anybody. And on the back side, here are 4 of the Manhunters posed up. So with no further ado, let's open them up. And I did actually get 2 of these Manhunter figures because they're army builders, and I'm hoping to get 6 of them. So by the time I actually get to doing this review, hopefully I'll have the full amount that I want. And I bet I will. And like I said, I told you guys I would get some more of these Manhunters. Here are 6 more of them. I got 2 from the initial guy that hooked me up, and I got 5 more from AliExpress. Took more than a month to finally arrive, and the packages are all beat up and smashed to hell. Luckily, I plan to open them all. Alright, now that this figure out of the package, here he is with all the accessories laid out. We have a display stand, collector's card, 2 flame exhaust pieces for the bottom of his feet, and an alternate damaged face. Before we load all that, let's talk about and check out the figure. So this is a Manhunter. The Manhunters were constructed by the Guardians, the same ones that sort of control the Green Lanterns. That was our first attempt to police the universe. Their programming became corrupt, and they developed emotions, pride and arrogance, and they mutinied. After they wiped out all life on Sector 666, the Manhunters were scrapped, but a lot escaped, went into hiding, and then when they were replaced by the Green Lanterns to protect the universe, they became bitter, jealous, and wanted to take down the Green Lanterns. So, all the Manhunters hate the Green Lanterns and are the enemy of the Green Lantern Corps. They're robots, mainly Green Lantern enemies, but sometimes fight the entire Justice League. A great army builder, horrible idea for a Platinum figure. I believe at San Diego Comic-Con, McFarlane acknowledged that people really wanted the Manhunter and couldn't get them, so they said they're going to find another way to release them, maybe in a multi-pack. We will see. So let's take a look. Starting with his face here, he's got a red ceramic metallic face. Should be able to pop that off, replace with the other one. Shoulder pads here. The body looks familiar. I believe this is from the Batwing figure, but we'll check that out later in the video. Nice metallic paint job on the sort of purple. Double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. Overall looking pretty good. Different texture on different parts of the suit. I wonder if they made the Manhunter first and turned to Batwing, or Batwing first and turned to Manhunter. I know Batwing came out a while ago, so it seems like he was first, but who knows what's going on behind the scenes. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt. For a robot corrupt with emotions, he looks quite emotionless. And here's the figure, broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's check out the accessories. Starting off with the boring stuff. Here's his display stand. Typical McFarlane display stand we've seen a bunch of times before. Very thin, very basic. Here's his collector's card. As you can see, it's an image of several Manhunters. Army building at its finest. Manhunters from Green Lantern Corps. On the back, there is a description. If you want to read that, pause now. Now let's look at his faces. He has 2 of them, 1 clean and 1 battle damaged. Here's his first face. This is the normal one. Intact, clean, no damage. And here he is with his damaged and angry face. Now for the flame exhaust pieces for under his feet. Cast in a semi-transparent orange plastic. Looks pretty good. It's going to attach into the peg hole on his feet and 2 sort of little flames for when he's flying. These guys can fly. And for a figure that comes with a flame exhaust for the bottom of their feet, you would think he'd have a flight stand, but they don't. Here's an example of the Manhunter utilizing a flight stand. He's got the flame at the bottom of his feet, and looks pretty cool. You can utilize these McFarlane flight stands in many different ways. And as you guys probably remember from the beginning, I did get to 7 of these figures. I really wanted to get 6, but ended up with 7, and no complaints here. I'll have one with the angry face as a leader, and the rest with the normal faces. An army of Green Lantern hunting robots. Heck yeah. Now to check out the reuse and differences between this Manhunter and the Batwing. And just a reminder, this is not the Luke Fox Batwing. This is David Zimbabwe or whatever, the Batwing of Africa. He was around for like 11 issues, then retired, and Luke Fox took over. So, obviously the heads are totally different. The top of the torso is different too. This one has the bat symbol. This one, a lot different. The stomach looks to be the same. The diaper looks to be the same. The arms, all the way to the hands, shoulder pads, the same. The legs also look to be the same. So these are 100% the same figure, except the head and the upper part of the torso, and of course the paint job. Now that I've taken a pretty good look at the figure and its accessories, let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, standing about 7.2, maybe even 7.3 inches tall, which can translate to between 18 and 18.5 centimeters. And for his articulation, starting with his head, of course, he can rotate side to side. He can look up, really not at all, down about that much. Can tilt his head at least a little bit from side to side. Shoulders, a ball joint, they go out about 90 degrees. The top of the shoulder pad is soft, it kind of moves out of the way. Doesn't obstruct the articulation too much. Up, down, around. He's got this butterfly ring between his shoulder and chest area, increasing the range of motion and covering the gap that would be there. Bicep cut, although don't get too much out of that. The shoulder pad makes it kind of difficult and cumbersome. Double jointed elbows. His wrist can rotate, and it's hinged. His torso, he's got a ball joint, rotate around, forward and back. Another one is waist, rotate around, forward and back between the two. Pretty good range motion in the torso area. Legs completely does the splits, McFarlane style hip joints. Rotation is minimal, but there. Legs go forward pretty far, back not much. Double jointed knees, and his ankle. Forward and back, and they're kind of ratcheted. You can hear sort of clicking into place. Tilt, rock. Rotation at the top. And of course, toe articulation. Here's a look at all these Manhunters on top of a bruised and beaten Hal Jordan. Now let's check them out. Next is some of their action figures. Starting off with some of the McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here's Manhunter. Next to my favorite McFarlane Hal Jordan Green Lantern. And here he is. Next to my favorite Kyle Rayner McFarlane Green Lantern. Then, next to my favorite McFarlane John Stewart Green Lantern. And now, next to McFarlane's Kilowog Green Lantern. Here's a look at all of the different McFarlane DC Multiverse Green Lantern figures they've made. Quite a few at this point. We really need to get Guy Gardner next. And then here's a look at all the different McFarlane Lantern figures. Black Lanterns, Yellow Lanterns, Red Lanterns, Blue Lanterns, and Green Lanterns. And since this Cyborg Superman is a Platinum Chase variant, I wanted to take a look at all the different McFarlane DC Multiverse Platinum Chase variants out there. Here are all the sort of older Platinum Chase variants. Gold, bronze, unpainted, and then some newer versions. And here are all the more recent McFarlane DC Multiverse Platinum Chase variants. I'm almost fully caught up. The only ones I need left are the Collector's Edition Wave 6, Clock King, Ragman, Red Hood, and Agent Liberty. If anyone has a lead and won't be able to get one, please drop me a line in the comments below. Now let's check him out. Next to some other recently released McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here he is, next to the rest of his wave. These are Platinum Chase variants. The New 52 Reverse Flash, Manhunter, and Sportsmaster. I've had these figures for a while. I wasn't going to do this video until I got my full Manhunter army, and I finally have it. And here he is, next to the Batman Forever wave. Robin, Batman, Two-Face, and the Riddler. Collective build the Nightmare Bat. Then, with the most recent Platinum Chase wave, Bullseye Batman, Hugo Strange's Batman, Batman Begins Lucius Fox, and the Flash movie Ben Affleck Batman. And now, with the most recent Batman wave, both the regular and Platinum Chase variants of the Batman Reborn Dick Grayson Batman, Adam West Batman, and the world's finest Fusion Batman Superman. Here's Manhunter, next to the 6th wave of McFarlane Collector's Edition figures, Clock King, Red Hood, Ragman, and Agent Liberty. All 4 of these figures has a Platinum Chase variant. These are the only ones I need to be fully caught up. If anybody has a lead on where I can get one for a reasonable price, or can possibly help me out, please drop me a line in the comments below. And here he is, next to the Walmart exclusive Gold Label Vampire Shazam and Max Mercury. Then, next to the DC Classics Darkseid Mega Figure. And now, next to the McFarlane Toy Store exclusive Dark Knight Returns Armored Batman Patina variant, and the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Superman Centennial Park Tribute Statue. And finally, next to the DC Rebirth Tim Drake Robin, and the Platinum and regular versions of the Cyborg Superman. Now let's check them out, next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a McFarlane toy, they're typically the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the large action figure lines I collect, and work my way smaller. But first, let's check him out with some of his McFarlane Toys brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all from McFarlane Toys, all 7-inch scale. And now, with some Jakks Pacific Wrestling figures, and some Diamond Select toys, here's Manhunter, next to a can opener. And here he is, with some DC Direct and NECA figures. Then, with both some Mattel and Jazzwares wrestling figures. And now, with some Mezco and Mattel DC figures. Next, with some Mafex and Hasbro Marvel Legends. And finally, with some SH figure arts and some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, this Manhunter is a very cool figure. This is what I call smart reuse. I don't think I would have even noticed it was the Batwing figure, except the fact that somebody pointed it out to me. The colors are fantastic. The red, the metallic purple, the face looks good. The angry damaged face looks really good. I like his accessories, the flame pieces, although he could definitely use some alternate hands instead of just fists. He could always use some energy effects for his hands, just like he has on the collector's card or back of the package. Now, the biggest negative thing about him is that he's a Platinum Chase variant, although I don't even know what Platinum Chase variant means with McFarlane anymore. There's no regular version of this guy. It's just a Platinum Wave, which is not as rare as a regular Platinum Chase variant, but more rare than a regular figure. And they can be quite a pain in the ass to get. And he's an army builder. That is the biggest problem with this guy. You should never release a hard-to-get army builder. They should be really easy to get, release them in mass quantities, make them really easy for people to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever they want. McFarlane, let me give you my money. I shouldn't have had to go to AliExpress and pay more than retail 5 or 6 weeks ago and wait all this time to get them. I should be able to go to the Target app or the McFarlane store, order it, and get it when they come out. Like I said earlier in the video, McFarlane has acknowledged this, and they're going to find a way to get more of these Manhunters out. They'll probably be slightly different, or different packaging, etc. But I appreciate that they try to listen to the fans, and sometimes they make changes, sometimes they don't. If I were to rate this figure, well, the accessories, pretty good. Neat energy effects and extra hands. The articulation is also pretty good, a little bit clunky in the ankles. Sculpt paint job, fantastic. If I were to rate him, I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. And it's not really a character I have any attachment to. I didn't get any Manhunters in the DC Universe Classics line, because I was only getting the Batman characters back then. So for me to give him a 7.5, and he's not really a character that I had any super interest in, that's a pretty cool thing. It was a pain in the ass to get 7 of them, but I'm really happy to have another army builder complete. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.